Good morning. Welcome to my home and welcome to my heart. My Christmas tree will get decorated today. My grandkids are coming. Good boy, Tuffy. Stay right here with me. We are on day 5 of our 5 healing elements. Now, if you followed along with these, excuse me while I adjust my clothes here. If you followed along with these, on Monday, we talked about the emotion of happiness. On Tuesday, we talked about the emotion of joy. On Wednesday, we talked about the emotion of peace. Yesterday, we talked about the emotion of contentment. And here we're talking about the emotion of gratitude. Can you see how these emotions have progressed to deeper, more, I guess I want to call it independent status? So in happiness usually comes because we get something or because we're in a specific state. Maybe I feel healthy and so therefore I'm happy. The sun is shining today, therefore I'm happy. If the sun is not shining or it's blizzarding, I'm not happy. I'm miserable because that's affecting me in some way. And it could, those are all legitimate things. As we go from happiness to joy, and joy is happiness for no apparent reason. So it doesn't have to have a cause and effect to be in joy. When we step into peace, that's the next progression. From that joy, when we have joy for no apparent reason, we can be peaceful despite what's going on in the world or what's going on in our life. Even if we have a terminal illness or we have it's blizzarding outside. I always talk about the weather because we're very weather oriented with being farmers. I got a puppy at my feet. And then so peace. And then when we're peaceful about things, we can be content. We can be content, and there's that, back to that old phrase of is life happening to me or is life happening for me? And if I can be content in the idea that life is happening for me, then no matter what is happening, and yes, you're having to problem solve if things are happening in really big ways, but we don't have to problem solve from a space of panic and fear. We can problem solve from a space of building and joy and happiness, and an understanding that all things are unfolding for our actual good. And that's a mindset, and that's what we get to choose, is our mindset. And so today we're stepping into the connection with our heart's energy. And our heart is what's connected to the whole world and connected to that chi field of the universe. And as we connect with our heart's energy and we connect with that chi field that is full of unconditional love and gives us all that we need, note the word need, not necessarily want, gives us all that we need, we connect with gratitude. And so it builds and builds and builds. And as we step into gratitude, we have space to be able to accept whatever comes from the world. But also when we move through these spaces, may I suggest and bring out the idea that we will get less of the turbulence in the world because we get warnings, because we're connected to ourselves and we're connected to the universe. We get warnings, we get protection. We avoid a lot of that stuff. So if something's coming down in the world politically or energetically, we might get a little thought and a feeling to do this, say that, eat this, don't eat this, move here, don't move there. And we get those feelings and we get that instruction from the universe that knows all things. Then we can live more in happiness, joy, peace, contentment, and gratitude, and especially the gratitude. As we step into gratitude, and don't think, well, and I shouldn't even say that, because I was going to say, don't think that I'm perfect at this, and I'm not. But as we start to understand it more, and as we bring it into our minds more often, by the practice, it becomes more automatic in our whole system. So the system that we're working with in the gratitude space is the body system of the kidneys. And I notice, and I bet it's purposeful, if you go to, like I post every day something from Master Lin, and he's often in the pictures. And if you notice, he always wears blue. I have never seen a picture of him or seen him online. I've never actually met him, but I've been in a number of online retreats and things with him. I have never seen him in a color but blue. And blue is the color of gratitude, and it's actually darker blue than this. It's more of an indigo, but this will do. Blue is connected to gratitude. It's connected to our kidney system, and our kidneys are connected to our ears. Those are the hearing systems, both our physical ears and our spiritual ears. It's connected to the bladder, which cleanses and moves things out. It's connected to the bones, the structure that carries everything. It's connected to the bone marrow, and the bone marrow is what builds our life force and our vitality system. The kidneys are connected to the reproductive organs, which recreates life. And it's connected to the anus, which releases extra stuff that is no longer needed. So it's interesting how all of these systems work together. The element that it's connected to is water. And water has everything. I mean, nothing on this world survives with water. When they go look at Mars, they go, is there water there? If there's water there, we can create a life system. If there's no water there, we're done. So the water is very, very critically important. And, Tuffy, what you doing, buddy? Don't lick my stuff. He licks my books. And the contracting emotion that keeps us away from gratitude and doesn't allow the gratitude in is the emotion of fear. And think about how much fear there is. And I discovered it too as I started to tap more and started to feel in and receive things in my body. I discovered how many things I'm actually afraid of. I'm afraid of this, and I'm afraid of that, and I'm afraid of, like, it was amazing. As we start to tap and we start receiving our information. Tuffy, don't eat the tree. Come here, little guy. Thank you. Don't eat the tree. Good boy. As we start receiving what our body is telling us, and our body has a voice. As we start receiving that and hearing, oh, I really am fearful. And we start using the tapping, we start using the bouncing, and let's just begin that. We're gonna bounce, we're gonna tap. As soon as I start to tap and start to bounce, I feel an immediate shift. I feel an expansion. Tapping on the chin and tapping and bouncing at the same time. And as we start to tap and we start moving things, the fear starts to dissipate because I'm welcoming in other ideas, and I'm welcoming in the possibility that I could be grateful. And I'm just kind of randomly tapping. I want to show you that you can just be tapping and bouncing at the same time. And that releases a lot of tension. And down to the knees. I saw a post, and I connect with lots of people, and one person I just saw a post I haven't answered yet today that said, I don't remember which one because I remember thinking, oh, I'll answer that a little bit later. They said, which movement is best for such and such a symptom? Which movement is best for fixing? So those symptoms that we have in our bodies are manifestations of energy blockages. And remember the Qi, as we've talked about Qi, those energy blockages come from reasons that we might not associate with the symptom. But the Qi knows it. The Qi knows the reason. And so if we want to compartmentalize, if we take a symptom and we try and compartmentalize the movements to the symptom, so that we just target the symptom, we might lose and miss the foundation of why the symptom was there, because it could be in a different part of the body. And it could be a totally different thing, and it's often probably going to start in our emotional basis. So when you say which movement is best for such and such a symptom, they are all important. And I've given you the movements one a day, but I think tonight, maybe if I can, I've got my grandkids coming, but I might tonight, and you can scroll back in my Facebook page as well, to where I'll say it's all 5 of the movements. So all 5 of them are really important. And as you're doing them, continue to bounce. As we're doing the movements, and we're in them, and you're moving from one movement to the next, your body might say to you, stay here for now. And so you might do a movement a little bit longer. Tuffy, is there a reason why you need to eat the pine needles?
I'd rather you didn't do that, sweetie. Come on.
And so your body might say to you, today stay in this movement longer. And so you receive that information and you stay there longer. Tomorrow it might stay in this movement. So you might want to stay in gratitude longer. We might want to stay in connection longer. We might want to stay in connecting heaven and earth longer. In that moment. And this is where the constant practice and the repetitive practice brings you into information and messaging from the universe, so that you understand the connection to the universe, and it helps to teach you and me specifically, because we're offering you a practice, and now you take this practice and make it your own. This is the cool part of it. I heard it said by a religious leader that he was asked how his people would follow what he says all the time. And he says, I teach them correct principles and they govern themselves. So I'm giving you principles here, and then you take them yourself. So as we bounce, gratitude opens the heart and it heals the kidneys. Fear is a run and hide feeling. Gratitude is a receiving energy. So as we lift our hands and let our hands float above our heads, and we blow out in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're releasing. This is a symbol of surrender. And we're surrendering to a universe that loves us, is full of unconditional love, and all of the information that we have and need for our life and for everything that we need. And it doesn't mean that we're going to get things easy all the time, but we will be given the tools to navigate everything that we're encountering. In any university program, it isn't easy. If you want to be a doctor, you've got to go through all kinds of tests and put in lots of knowledge. And it won't be easy, but you will be given the information to how to assimilate it. In all the 5 healing elements movements, there's a wholeness of healing. Each movement needs each other. We need each other. We talked about connection yesterday. So as we bring our body into a quiet stillness coming off the exhale, we feel our chi expanding our body, lifting it, empowering it, tingling it, energizing it. My hands float away from my body, my shoulders open, my shoulder blades slide open and down. The palms tingle. The fingertips tingle. This is chi. Chi has been activated by our bouncing and by our releasing. Chi is our life force, our energy, that has a life force to it, has a blueprint to it, and has intelligence. And now as we bring our hands to the lower dantian position, the beginning of the universe, here's creation, right here. Women, your right hand might be next to your navel. Men, your left hand might be next to your navel. If that doesn't feel right, shift them until they feel what's right for you today. Here we feel a beautiful chi ball coming in from our top of our head, coming down through our whole torso, settling in our lower dantian, and it radiates out into our whole body. Beautiful white light. And here we say the password, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together as one. That password steps us into the space of healing. And here, we step into the space of our master. And we can see our master coming across the universe towards us. And they are smiling and we feel their heart. We feel that beautiful unconditional love coming from their heart for us and for everyone on this whole planet. We feel enwrapped and enjoyed and encompassed in that love. And as that master comes to us, we state the intention of our practice in connecting with our master. We say, "Dear Master, with deep gratitude, I set the intention of my practice today to see and speak of my gratitude all day long. Now that we've set the intention for our practice, we breathe in and begin our practice, bringing our hands to the lower dantian, bringing them up to the chest, to the heart area. Our thumbs are touching our heart. Our elbows are open. The open elbows opens up the chi field around the torso, the lungs, the heart. Here we're connected to everything. And as we bow forward, just from about the mid-thoracic vertebrae, just bow forward and reach our chin forward a little bit. And each time we bow forward, we're bringing in breath. Each time we stretch up, we're exhaling. I'm going to take this to the side a little bit. I'm adding a dolphining of the neck. So your chin stretches out a bit, comes back, scoops a bubble of energy, beautiful love bubble, and it floats up and back and the shoulders open. The shoulder blades swing back and down. So we breathe in, dolphin the neck, bow forward. Breathe out. The head floats back, chin is dropped in, everything's floating. Breathe in, dolphin the neck. And as we breathe in now, we think of something that we're grateful for. And as we breathe out, we speak of our gratitude. I'm grateful for the sun. I'm grateful for snow. Whatever comes to your mind, the first thing that comes to your mind, speak of that in gratitude. I am grateful for dogs. I am grateful for blue. I am grateful for children. I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for my ears. I am grateful for the energy channels in my body. I am grateful for love. I am grateful for the feeling of gratitude and how it softens me and opens me. I'm grateful for music. I am grateful for sound. I'm grateful for relationships. I'm grateful for technology that connects me all over the world. I am grateful for love. As we feel this state of gratitude, continue to breathe deeper. I am so grateful for knowledge and wisdom. Bring your hands back to the lower dantian. Feeling that energy ball between our hands and the lower dantian, the navel, spinning faster and faster to the right, faster and faster and brighter and smaller and smaller. It condenses into beautiful chi. This is the love of the universe. This is the love of our master. Now we harvest our chi by bringing our hands together and rubbing them back and forth. Hands up to our face and on either side of our face, and caressing our face and our hairline. We're drawing a heart-shaped face. I can speak. Say to yourself, I love you. Use your own word, your own voice, your own name. And we're going to rub our ears. So I'm just going to take that ear, roll it out and down and give a little tug. Out and down and a little tug. Out and down and a little tug. And tapping the top of our heads. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the back of our heads. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And down our torso. And we're going to tap on our sacrum. Breathing in through the nose. Feel that feeling of gratitude, love, and joy. Tapping on the hips. When we're practicing in our harvesting of our chi, when we're practicing, our chi field is expanded and it's intensified. And in our harvesting, we're retracting our chi field now. We'll be able to move it out to other people if they need it. But what we're doing is we're conditioning our chi and practicing moving our chi in and out by the harvesting. It's controlling our chi field. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to come up on our toes and drop to our heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. I love you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you again maybe tonight. I'm going to try and do the 5 movements tonight. I got 2 little grandkids with me though, 3 and 5, so might be busy. I love you. Namaste. Oops, sorry, Tom.